It is an award winner at the CNB Awards this year. That's the Thunderbird from Royal Enfield. A lot of you have, of course, appreciated this bike, and we brought you the review before. So why do I have it on the program? Well, it's not just about the Thunderbird. It's the whole Royal Enfield brand, the cult that it represents to so many buyers. We want to get a little bit deeper into that. Now, the company is also offering merchandise of a different kind. It's not fair, perhaps, to call it simply merchandise. Let's take a quick look at where I'm going with this. It's always been a cult brand, but now Royal Enfield has gone a bit further. Introduced in October 2012 for the very first time are branded goods from the Chennai-based bike maker. The idea was to coincide the launch of the new accessories with this bike. The latest from the Royal Enfield stable, the Thunderbird. And so the initial range is primarily in black to complement the all-black range that the Thunderbird comes in. Given the good looks of the Thunderbird and the style quotient it oozes, the gear needed to be just as cool. So you've got what has been practically named riding apparel and other branded stuff that's not necessarily for when you're on the bike. Now, what's interesting here is that what you're seeing here in the store, it's not just about the brand, it's not just about merchandising as you do see with some of the other auto brands. Most of the stuff that's been laid out by Royal Enfield is purpose-built in the sense that this is stuff that riders would want to use. It's protective gear, it is the kind of stuff that you would need when you get onto a bike. And so while you do have a nice leather jacket, it does have the necessary padding and some of the plating that is required as part of the regular riding gear. So that's what makes it a little bit different. It's also sort of long time coming from Royal Enfield, and it's perhaps the most apt brand to bring something like this to Indians because there's a sort of a cult aura around the brand to begin with, which means that it's not just new buyers who are coming in to pick up their new bikes who are going to come in and buy this. There's also a whole lot of existing Royal Enfield owners who are going to do the same. And then, of course, there's fans, right? Not necessarily people who can afford the bikes. They can still come in and get themselves a little t-shirt. Now, this one's probably not for me, but a t-shirt like that. The initial response has been terrific, says Royal Enfield. And well, the interesting news is that even superbike owners have been coming in to inquire about the riding apparel. Since the riding denims and trousers as well as the jackets have the necessary padding and guards to protect a rider's knees, elbows, etc. Of course, you also have the basic polo shirts, non-riding leather jackets, t-shirts, etc. and also this rather cool pair of glares that are modular, allowing you to switch lenses to go day or night, and also snap on your own numbered lenses to allow for corrected vision. Neat.
So with powered lenses,
That
you
is
can
nice.
ride in day and night both.
I can relate to that. Well, now it's time for me to also browse about and see if I can find stuff that suits me and, more importantly, that fits me too. I particularly like this open-face white helmet, and I'm all set. Prices for the accessories start at 900 rupees and go up to 12,600 rupees, which does mean the overall range is comparably cheaper to some of the other branded merchandise and riding gear that is available. And that's good news for Royal Enfield fans. We would like to see our other homegrown manufacturers also dedicate some time and energy into merchandising and accessories, especially with an eye on quality, as Royal Enfield seems to have done. Now, the bike manufacturer says that it will be expanding the range to include even more items in the near future, so watch out for that. And while they're available in most of the big metros today, the range will be expanded to its dealers all across the country over the next few months.
India's #1 news app. Just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.